Ratchet & Clank Going Commando is a pretty good game. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best in the series in terms of its story or gameplay or, well, anything, but it's got nostalgic value for me personally, and, oh, it's got the Blitz gun. That has to count for something, right? I was inspired to play it again recently thanks to the efforts of Valifer XD, who's covering the entire series in detail for his channel. In his follow-up video for Going Commando, he showed off an exploit that you can use to make one of the game's more tedious boss fights much simpler. I'm showing a variation of it on screen now. You can check out his method and an explanation on how it works in the description. Today I'll be showing you that you can also simplify this boss with another, perhaps more sinister method. A method known by speedrunners and sequence breakers alike that's not for the faint of heart. For this is no mere exploit, no! This is a magic trick.
Now, before you run off, take a look at this.
So most magicians use a pair of white gloves to aid them with their tricks, and Ratchet is no different. He's going to need a special kind of glove for this trick, and that glove is the decoy glove. Available at the Gadgetron vendor on Planet Barlow, the decoy glove creates an inflatable Ratchet decoy that distracts enemies until it's destroyed. The glove itself actually has decent utility outside of this trick, especially in the arena battles that the game throws at you. Have you ever had trouble beating the B2 brawler without getting hit? Throw down a few decoys. You'll suddenly find that the challenge is just a little bit easier. For some extra fun, do the impossible challenge in the second arena on Planet Joba. Then, once you get to rounds 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50, throw some decoys on the cage and keep them active until the round ends. You'll find that the enemies aren't really sure how to react to this, but it will turn the battle distinctly in your favor. But these are both legitimate uses of the decoy glove. Well, for the most part. The trick this video is focusing on is definitely not legitimate. After grabbing the decoy glove, proceed through the game as normal, grabbing the Sheepinator from the weapons facility on Planet Tadano, until you get to Planet Snivelac, where the Thugs for Less boss is waiting for you. Get to this point in the level, and then equip Clank with the thruster pack. This will help with some jumping we'll be doing soon. Instead of pulling this rail down with the slingshot and going the long way around, we'll take a shortcut. Head for the glass window pane on your right, prop yourself up against it, turn around while in first-person mode, and throw decoys at your feet. It might take a few tries, but if you set them up properly, you should be able to long jump into the glass window pane and pass straight through it, as if it wasn't there at all. Afterwards, move forward. A continue point will trigger, and you'll have skipped effectively half the level. Restock on decoys at the weapons vendor, and then, and this is very important, save your game in a separate save slot. The next set of window panes is a bit trickier to pass through properly, and you don't want to lose your chance at doing it correctly. Clear out the bridge in front of you using the method of your choice. I like this one personally. Then make your way to this junction. You should see a tank in front of you and two window panes to your right. You know which way we're going. You now have to pass through two window panes in succession. Be careful with your decoy use and don't be afraid to go back and restock at the weapons vendor. I'm showing the successful attempt on screen right now, but I had to go back and restock once to get it right. Once you've gotten through, things are going to get weird. Like black hole space magic kinds of weird. Because when you walk forward from here, the mech will spawn behind you, but the boss fight doesn't trigger. It's just you and him staring each other down. Time for some payback. Take out your Sheepinator, position yourself in front of the gap between the mech's legs, and hold down the circle button. It'll take a few minutes for this to take effect. We are effectively sheepinating a boss after all. It goes faster if you've upgraded to the Black Sheepinator. But eventually, you'll pull a sheep out of the mech's proverbial hat. Terminate with extreme prejudice, and then take out any weapon you'd like. Then trigger the boss fight.
What's so funny?
Nothing, I guess. Prepare to die!
Once the boss fight begins, shoot him with whatever weapon you have. It'll only take one bullet, and you'll be rewarded with some fireworks and a whole lot of satisfaction. And that's all there is to it. Feel free to try this trick out and any other shenanigans you can cause with the decoy glove the next time you play through going Commando. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.